and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, we're back here in studio. We got Dr. Doug in the house, Dr. Doug Arvanitis. That is prohealthdoc.com, coming up here. We're going to talk about this eye-shaped technology, some really new cutting-edge technology that he turned me on to last week. Before we do, a couple of hot listings. We always like to feature our real estate properties live on air. Our strategy is to help our sellers sell faster for more money, maximizing the exposure, the most innovative real estate company in all of Tampa Bay. We help our sellers profit more and sell faster, utilizing our innovations with radio, TV, and internet marketing. We got a hot listing here in Tampa Bay. This one, let's look at the commercial property, 6901 46th Ave North. 6901 46th Ave North. This is a corner lot location, commercial property in St. Petersburg. You have commercial up front, and you have in the back a residential dwelling. So 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1 car garage in the back, commercial up front. So you could have any type of business, with, of course, within reason. You got to get the county to approve it, the city to approve it. But essentially, you could put a barbershop, hairstylist, could be a professional office, real estate, insurance, mortgage, title, corner lot location, lots of vehicles passing by, probably about 40 to 50,000 vehicles a day passing by. 6901 46th Avenue North, St. Petersburg, one of our hot real estate listings from the Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty. All right, we got 4501 Garnett Drive, Newport Richey. This one is in Gulf Harbors. This is a highly sought-after neighborhood, waterfront community. You have waterfront in the back of this property as well. Bring your boat. Enjoy this Tampa Bay lifestyle to the fullest. 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, 2215 square feet. 4501 Garnett Drive, Newport Richey, Florida. You have a lot of amenities here as well. Waterfront clubhouse, heated pool, tennis courts, private community boat ramp, plenty of parking in this area in Port Richey, Pasco County. And you can see all of our real estate listings at PlatinumCoastalElite.com. Check out PlatinumCoastalElite.com.
Sun is shining, the weather is sweet.
All right, let's give a quick shout out to our friends over at Patriot Mobile. Patriot Mobile, longtime friend of the program here. And, this is a time where in our country, a lot of people are looking at switching to organizations and companies that back their values. This is America's only Christian conservative wireless provider, Patriot Mobile. And you can check them out online, patriotmobile.com/consumerqb, patriotmobile.com/consumer QB, like quarterback. All right, Dr. Doug Arvanitis, welcome back, sir. Been a little while since we had you in.
It has been.
Yes, sir.
It's good to be back here. How you doing?
Yeah, excellent, man. Blessed and highly favored. Working hard, getting deals done, and just great catching up with you guys last week too. It was a fun event over at Brio.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the first time I've been there.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, it's a great place, man. Restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Excellent food. So let's jump right into it. You got this new technology you're telling me about, and man, I was looking through some of the pictures. Some of the before and after photos are unbelievable.
It is, and this body contouring, this permanent fat loss business right now, it's the craze. It's the hot thing, the non-surgical way to permanently lose fat. And there's a lot of companies out there that are doing it, and some of them are doing it the right way, some of them are doing it the wrong way. And so there's a wide variety of ways to do this, and we're the only ones that are doing it with ultrasound cavitation, which is completely different than everybody else.
Okay.
So we've heard about cool sculpting in the past, and cool sculpting, that was the craze for a long time. And basically what they're doing is the theory is to freeze the fat.
Okay.
Well, if you like bacon, like all of us, you take a package of bacon from the grocery store, and it's got fat on it.
Yep.
So if you put it in the refrigerator or the freezer, the fat doesn't go away. It stays there.
Right.
So if you put it in the
hardens.
it hardens. You put it in the frying pan,
Yep.
then it melts away.
Right.
So the whole goal is to try to add heat to burn the fat, to liquefy it. Then it gets picked up, it goes into the lymphatic system, which is then taken to the liver, and then your body excretes it. And that's permanent fat loss, because we're only born with a certain amount of fat cells.
Wow.
And if we can burn those off and excrete them out, then we have less fat cells.
That makes so much more sense. Like, when you broke it down to me the other day, you're telling me about that. Yeah, it makes so much more sense, because cold is going to do a certain thing, and then heating it, of course, is going to melt it.
Right, and that's just basic chemistry.
Yeah.
Right there. When we all took our chemistry classes and we were doing our experiments, if you want to change the state, you have to add heat, some form of heat.
Right.
So a lot of the other companies, there's a couple big ones out there. A lot of people know Emsculpt, Neo, and InMode.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is they're using radio frequency, and they're also using then electromagnetics. The electromagnetics are creating the muscles to contract, hence tightening the muscles.
Okay.
And then the only thing they're using for the fat loss is the radio frequency, the RF factor. And that's okay, it works, but it takes some time for it to work properly. So it may take 3, 4, 5 treatments before you're actually seeing good results. And what we're trying to do, or what we're actually accomplishing, is every cell in the body has a membrane. They're all different thicknesses, they're all different hardnesses. So the key is to break through that membrane as fast as possible. So if you can get through that membrane on the first day, then you can start to liquefy the fat faster, which then, again, goes in lymphatics, the liver, and out. So the ultrasound cavitation is what we use to do that.
Okay.
So we do 20 minutes of ultrasound cavitation on the area that we're working on, except for from the neck up. Can't do that, but anything from the neck down. And that's going to break through that fat membrane and start to liquefy the fat. And then we go back over with the RF and the red light therapy for tightening of the skin and cellulite reduction, and we get results the very first day.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, definitely. Looking at the photos you showed me, it's really unique. You see those before and afters, and I think it really is. You got to hit on a point there too. Is the trend that people are at, right? We have this instant gratification society that we're in, and people are looking for shortcuts. So is this something that people can rely on just as is, or do you recommend also some type of a sense in their diet and exercise too?
Well, if you want to do this correctly, it's all about lifestyle change.
Right.
So we always talk to our clients about not only the permanent fat loss through the eye shape, but we want to look at their nutrition. We want to look at their exercise. We want to look at their lifestyle. Are they out drinking every night? Are they partying on the weekends? Are they exercising? What are they doing? Mm-hmm. And then try to make suggestions to get them to change your lifestyle, because if you do that, then it's long term. Everything is long term.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah, and there's also some of these different, like we were talking about pre-show, like these different peptides. It seems to be a very big, or semiglutide, right? So I might be wrong in my terminology for a sense there. What's going on with these different types of medications? Like the Ozempic is one that's very big now, because I'm hearing mixed rumors out there. Like I'm hearing mixed things on that. What's your thoughts around that?
Well, you got to remember, anytime we're adding chemicals and synthetics into our body, there's always a reaction. Okay. Some people can handle that very well, and they get great results on them. Some people can't, and they have the side effects. It's kind of like the fen-phen years ago, where everyone, that was the fad thing that they were doing, getting injections with fen-phen, and then it finds out that it's creating heart problems and valve problems.
Wow.
So I don't like to rely on medications to get results. It's just like going to the gym. I like hard work. I'm in the gym 5 days a week, minimum.
Yep.
Okay, and that's why at my age I can still do the things that I do and look a certain way.
Yep.
I'm not cutting shortcuts.
Right.
I'm actually putting the work in. But
Yeah.
now you want to tighten your skin a little bit as we get older. If you want to get that last little bit of fat off, then it's easy to do using the eye shape.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's a complementary in a sense. Then
It's complementary, and it's pretty inexpensive compared to the other ones that are out there. The named ones that I was saying earlier, those are somewhere between $750 to $1,000 per treatment.
Whoa.
And you're going to need 3 to 4 treatments just to start seeing results.
Wow.
Where with eye shape, what we're doing is we're doing an introductory package, which is you get your first 3 treatments for $375 total.
Wow.
Total. That's for all 3. That's also for the consultation. That's meeting with myself, not just our esthetician. And we need to see how your body's going to react in those first 3 treatments. We'll know within the first 2 treatments. Mm-hmm. Then we can make suggestions from there, and what your goal is, your final goal is, and how many treatments you may need from there.
Right.
Now, once we get past that introductory package, then the most amount per session it is $325. And then the least amount, depending on how many visits you're going to need or areas you want to do. Like some people, they came in for their abdominals. Now they want their love handles. Now they want their back. They want the bra fat. They want the arms, things like that. Mm-hmm. Then depending on how many areas you want to do, then that's a package deal, and we can bring the price down.
Right. Okay. Yeah, if you just joined us as well, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with Dr. Doug Arvanitis here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, prohealthdoc.com, and a longtime friend of the show, and Doug and I have known each other for a decade or more. On your primary business is your chiropractic business as well, working with athletes, working with just average ordinary citizens and people out there that are in pain. Talk a little bit about the chiropractic side.
Well, we've been practicing chiropractic for 27 years. We do things a little bit different. That's why we have so many athletes from all over the world that come in and see us, because we don't just rack and crack and go to the point of pain and that's it. I believe everybody's body has a balance to it, and that balance changes as we go through our life based upon our genetics, our environment, our traumas, injuries, sports injuries, nutrition factors, all these different things. So what I do with my patients is I try to balance them to where they are in their life based upon all that information too. So I can't go back and balance you when you were 18 years old. We have to balance you to where you are right now. So we take a completely different approach to that. And then on top of that, we have things such as spinal decompression in our office, which is non-surgical, 90% effective in reducing bulging and herniated discs. We do class 4 lasers. We have massage therapy. We do all of that.
Yeah, that's great, man. When people have pain in their daily life, and especially ex-athletes like us, you played, I think it was free safety for the Bucks, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yes.
And I played, DB quarterback my whole life. So yeah, a lot of hits, a lot of injuries, ankles, knees, and all that stuff. It tends to come out at some point in your life, right? And then now you're living with pain. And I was dumb enough, call myself, that in a sense where I played in a baseball game, an old timers or alumni baseball game a couple years ago. My shoulder hasn't been right since.
Yeah, it's funny because I had another baseball player, Alabama alumni, and he played in the minor leagues, and he went and did one of those out here at was it Yankees or one of the
Legends Field or
one
something?
of the Legends,
Yeah.
And it was one where the consumers can get in there and they can have a weekend playing with the old Legends, and he played in that. He came in the next day with his lower back's killing him.
Oh.
He's like, why do I do this? Because you love it.
Yeah,
'Cause you love
exactly.
it.
And you think that you can do it. You think you can just rewind the clock back 10, 15 years or whatever it is.
Our minds don't change.
Yeah.
I still think I'm 18 years old or 20 years old, and
Yeah.
I can still go out there and do all my sports, but my body's going, time out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the way it is anymore.
Taking a time out. That's right. All right, we're talking with Dr. Doug here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Reach out to the show. We'd love to talk to you. And, you can reach out at consumerqb.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors. Also, 727-263-3707. You can call or text. That's an off-air number, 727-263-3707. Call or text the hotline, and we'll make sure we put you in touch with whichever professional you'd like to talk to. And, again, we have 80 different categories here. We're getting into, nutrition and health. Of course, all of our white collar, I would call them, financial, the attorneys, CPAs, financial advisors. We also have our blue collar, talk about our trades and folks that are in, the different home service providers. So lots of ways we help you here on the show, and some really cool niches outside of that too, with mixed martial arts and Florida Firearms Academy, Captain Will Smith. We did the $100 cheeseburger last week with Mike Gallagher. And so there's a lot of cool things going on around the show. We'd love to, talk with you, help you out in your business potentially. And, we always look for ways to synergize and help people. So reach out to the show, be a friend of the show, and consumerqb.com as well. Dr. Doug, talk to us a little bit about, too, you're working with high-level athletes. What's some of the latest on the athletes that you've had coming through Pro Health?
Well, let's see. Football season's now over, so we're going to start to see the guys that are in the combine, and then we're also starting to see the guys that are training down here in the off-season with Yo Murphy.
Yep.
So him and I have worked together for a number of years, and we get the guys back after a long season, and now we still see some of the guys during the season, and those are the ones that don't want the team to know what's going on with them. They kind of come in and see us, and we kind of keep it on the down low.
There you go.
Which they're smart. They're smart to do that.
That's cool. Yeah. Hey, there's contracts and negotiations and all that stuff at risk there.
We actually had a Major League Baseball, very famous Major League Baseball player, and he was on the ballot this last time.
Oh, wow.
He did his he negotiated his last $1 million on his contract in our electric muscle stim room.
Nice.
Right there in front of everybody.
Oh, that's great. Negotiating the deal. I love it. That's very cool. All right, take the last 30 seconds or so. Tell us how people connect with you, the website, social medias.
Okay, so you can call our office at 813-304-2120. We're right on South Tampa Highway, 5 blocks south of Kennedy. We were on Facebook. We're on Instagram. Our Facebook is prohealthdoc.com. Our Instagram is @prohealthdoc. For the iShape, we have a Facebook and also Instagram there, and it is iShape Tampa.
iShapeTampa.com.
iShape. Mm-hmm. And we're exclusive. We're exclusive in the Tampa area for this technology.
Very cool.
We're the only clinic on the west coast of Florida to have this technology. And there's one in Miami, one in Fort Lauderdale, several out in California, Texas, and Chicago.
So it's new to the market.
It's very new to the market.
Awesome. Good stuff, folks. Check them out online, prohealthdoc.com. Taking a quick break. We're going to come back. Shane Socash joining us. David Reynolds, Jewelry and Coin. We're going to talk about so many people moving their assets into precious metals, physical, medical metals that you can have in hand, and some other items coming up as well. Shane Socash coming up on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. Please make sure to send him all of your real estate deals and subscribe to the Consumer Quarterback Show podcast on iTunes and Spotify, or check out our YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.
Together.